This is the show we've been waiting months to get out. We finally have it. Here we go. Oh, it's the show. Hey everybody, finally we're getting to the 2 rules. I've been waiting for this for a long time. This is the lesson that I've given to hundreds of you online. Now we're going to give it to thousands on YouTube. So here we go. The 2 rules of the opening. What are they? Number 1, don't move a piece twice in the opening. Okay, and number 2 is no extra pawn moves in the opening. Now, we're going to talk exactly about these things. If you follow everything from the first video about getting your position developed before attacking and getting to the middle game fast, you want to get out of your opening efficiently, not wasting any time. And that is the reason for the 2 rules. Now, let's go through them one at a time and discuss them. So, many of you know already, but just in case you don't, bringing the queen out early is a bad idea, right? Now, the reason why is the enemy can develop with gain of time. So let's say here, knight c6 is a natural developing move, and it hits the queen. The queen has to move, right? So let's just say the queen moves back, and they go here. It's white's move, and let's look at the position, okay? We see that black has 2 pieces out, and white has 0 pieces out. And you see, so now black is winning this race in development, but how can that be? White's moving first. How are they behind my 2 moves? Well, because the queen went out and went back. This is the loss of time, and this is a violation of the 2 rules, because you're not supposed to be moving a piece twice in the opening, and there we go, and this is what made us fall behind. Another thing, let's just make some old let's just go here. We'll just make it up to any old So how many people in this position after knight f6, they would go knight to g5, which is terrible. This is a violation of the 2 rules, because now this threat, obviously we're threatening f7, right? This is easily answered, and this is bad. This is good for black, by the way. I explained this clearly in my video about the Roy Lopez with bishop c4. You can look that up if you want to. After knight g5, they can castle. They've made a developing move, and they've answered the threat. Now it's white's move, but black has 3 pieces out plus castling, where white only has 2 pieces out. And see, now white is falling behind in that race to get developed and get into the middle game and get attacking. So black is going to really be better in this. Instead of going knight g5, actually I like the move pawn to c3 followed by bishop c3. This is the system that we're advocating on the show. This is not actually an extra pawn move because it's part of our system. So we don't that's not a violation. Let's talk about the extra pawn moves. That's the other thing. Like, for instance, let's do our favorite e4, e5, and let's just make some moves, and let's go here. And a lot of times, players with the black pieces, we'll even do a few more moves. Let's just say, let's say we go here. This is our thing. And now they do this move. They must be worried about, stuff coming on g5 somewhere here. It's totally a non-issue. That's not even an issue. But extra pawn moves, they do 2 things that are bad. Number 1, they're wasting time that should be spent getting out a piece. Black should have gone like that. The reason why h6 like this is bad, it's an extra pawn move that's unnecessary. Not only is it wasting the time, but it's creating weaknesses in the position. And these weaknesses can last the entire game. It might not be felt now, but 10 moves later, 20 moves later, karma will punish you for things like this. Now let's just say, can we go back here? Now the g6 square, you see this one that I'm highlighting and unhighlighting and highlighting and unhighlighting? This square is defended by 2 pawns. Now, if we move h6, now it's only defended by 1 pawn. We've weakened it. Let's say later, and obviously they're not going to make these, but let's just say later for some reason, they just felt like they had to make this move just to defend their e-pawn, which would be, well, these weak squares, you see that there's weaknesses everywhere, right? These weak squares are like a highway for enemy pieces to come penetrate in and come into your position. And when the enemy pieces come in, that's when they can hurt you. So for instance here, this looks like a pretty nice highway for the queen to come in, right? This looks like a pretty nice parking lot, maybe here, maybe here. Pieces are going to be able to come in, and that's not fun. So again, the reason why we don't make extra pawn moves, they're wasting time and they're creating weaknesses in your position. There, 2 rules, right? Now's the fun part. I would like to help you with your chess games. How are we going to do that? Volunteers. Right now, I'm going to post this video, and then we're going to go online, and we're going to request subscriber games. I would like to go through your games and count the 2 moves violations. Guys, this is going to turn your openings around. This channel is not here for nothing. It's here because we're here to help everybody. We just want to say thank you. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much. Yeah, and so on behalf of all of us, we say, ooh, ooh, it's the Shoo.